Welcome to Crafty Crochet Castle. This is Crochet with Me bookmark series. Today, let's crochet this simple pencil bookmark. This is a very simple and beginner friendly crochet pattern. And don't you think this looks like an actual pencil? To create this bookmark, I would need yarn in 4 colors. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver worsted weight yarn in yellow, pink, off-white and gray. I would also need scissors and blunt tip needle to weave in the ends, and I'm going to do this project using a 5mm crochet hook. These bookmarks would make excellent gifts as well. So before we begin, let me explain to you how we go about in this project. So first, I'm going to crochet this yellow base of the pencil. I'm going to use a long chain stitch and I'm going to create the sides. If you notice, there are ridges on the front and the back as well. So these are done by using only the back loops to crochet the single crochet stitches. After finishing this, I would change my colors and attach gray and pink and do single crochet here as well. Then I am going to do the pencil tip. I'm going to attach this color and decrease in each round, followed by this pencil tip. To begin our project, I am going to take the yellow yarn and leave in a long tail and do a slip knot. I'm going to do 16 chain stitches. To do a chain stitch, I'm going to yarn over and pull through. I'm going to do 15 more. So now I have my base chain done. I am going to begin my row 1 by doing single crochet across this base chain. To do a single crochet, I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through. Now I have 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through both the loops. I have done my first single crochet. I am going to finish my single crochet all the way across this chain by using the top loop only. Now I have completed row 1 of single crochet. To begin row 2, I'm going to turn the project over, do a chain, and I'm going to begin by working on the very first loop. To create textures, I'm going to be working only on the back loops only. If you notice, at the top of the chain we have a V formed. Normally, to do a single crochet, we would insert our hook through both the loops like this. We have the front loop and a back loop. But to create this texture, I'll be working only on the back loop. So let me go ahead and do the single crochet here. I'm going to do it in the very first stitch as well. So I'm going to insert my hook through the back loop only, yarn over, pull through. Now I have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both the loops. We have made our very first single crochet using the back loops only. I am going to do this in this manner all the way across this chain. This would be my row 2. I have completed my row 2, and if you notice, it has formed this amazing texture, and at the back it would be like this. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn the project, do a chain 1 and do more of single crochet using the back loops only. I'm gonna finish row 3 and row 4 behind the camera, and I would meet you after I complete this yellow portion of the pencil. Now I have completed 4 rows of single crochet. Row 2, 3 and 4 would be done by using the back loops only. If you notice, it has this beautiful texture in the front and the back. Now sides are not finished, so I'm going to single crochet over here to finish the sides. I'm just gonna insert my hook wherever I can and do single crochet. I would do a total of 4 single crochet over here. I am going to change color over here to do the eraser part of the pencil. I'm gonna take the gray color, hold the yarn, I'm gonna yarn over and pull through the yellow thread. Now I'm gonna turn my work, tighten this up to be more secure. I'm gonna do a knot over here. This is completely optional. You can just change colors the way you want, but in order to make my work more secure, I'm gonna do a knot and I'm gonna cut off the yellow thread. Now I have changed my color to gray color. I'm gonna begin my eraser part. I'm gonna turn the work over and I'm going to do chain 1 and 4 single crochet. This time I will be working on both the loops. Leave the attached portion outside, weave it in later. This row has a total of 4 single crochet. I'm gonna turn the work over and do one more row of 4 single crochet. I'm gonna begin my row with a chain stitch and 4 single crochet. Now I have crocheted the metal portion of the eraser. It's time to crochet the eraser itself. So I'm going to take my pink yarn and I'm going to change colors. To change colors, hold the pink yarn behind your gray yarn and yarn over and pull through. Now turn the work, pull through the pink and the gray yarn, and I'm going to do a knot for now to tighten this up so that my yarn does not come loose, and I'm going to leave in a long tail and trim off the gray yarn. I'm going to weave these 2 yarn in later. So now I have changed the thread to pink color and I'm going to crochet the eraser part. I am going to turn my work over, do a chain 1 and do 4 single crochet through both the loops. I'm not creating any texture here. I would just rather have the metal portion and the pink portion. Now I'm going to do one more row. I'm gonna turn my work, chain 1 and do 4 more single crochet through both the loops. I'm gonna add one more row, turn the work, chain 1, 4 single crochet, I'm gonna do a slip stitch to the previous row to create this nice edge, and I'm going to finish it off. I'm gonna leave in a long tail, cut the thread, now yarn over, pull through, and I'm going to tighten this up and I'm going to weave in this end. The eraser portion of the pencil is done. Don't worry about all these extra yarns. We are going to weave in at the end of the project. Now let us attach the pencil tip to this side of the yellow. To attach the pencil tip, I am going to take my off-white yarn and I'm going to leave in a long tail. I'm going to attach it to the very first chain over here. I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to do yarn over, pull through. To keep the stitches in place, I am going to knot it with the first with this yellow tail so that it does not interfere when we are working in our project and the stitches will be secure. So now I'm going to begin my row. I'm going to do chain 1 and do a total of 4 single crochet across. Make sure the last single crochet is on the last chain over here so that the work looks nice and neat. I'm going to insert my hook wherever I can and I'm going to do 4 single crochet. I am going to do one more row of this 4 single crochet. So I'm going to turn my work, chain 1 and do 4 single crochet across. Now we are going to form the tip. To do a tip, we are going to do single crochet decrease in the next row. So I'm going to do chain 1. Normally for single crochet we would insert our hook through the very first chain itself, but to do a decrease we are going to skip this chain and I'm going to insert it through the next one and do a single crochet. This is how we do single crochet decrease at the beginning of a row. So now we have 2 more chains left and we are going to finish it off with a single crochet decrease. To do so, we insert a hook through 1 chain, yarn over, pull through. I am not going to finish this single crochet. Instead, I am going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull through. Now I have 3 loops on my hook and I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. This is called a single crochet 2 together or single crochet decrease. So now we have formed the slightly pointed tip. I am going to change my color to the gray and I'm going to finish it off. To change color, I'm going to take my gray, leave in a long tail and I'm going to do yarn over, pull through. To keep these 2 threads in place, I'm going to pull it tight and I'm going to leave in a long tail and cut my off-white color and I'm going to put a knot to hold it in place so that it doesn't interfere in our work. Now I'm going to take my project and I'm going to do the tip of the pencil. So in the previous row we have 2 chain spaces where we can work. So I'm going to do chain 1 and I'm going to do a single crochet in both the chains. And I'm going to turn my work over and do the pointed end. I'm going to do a chain. I'm going to do a half double crochet into the last row. I'm going to skip the first chain that we have over here and do it in the last chain. To do a half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through. I have 3 loops now. I'm going to do yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So our work is done. To finish this, I'm going to insert my hook through the previous row, run over and slip through. So we have a nice pointed tip. Now my pencil is done. I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to leave in a long tail and yarn over, pull through the loop and secure it off. Now we have a finished pencil here, but we have a lot of yarn to weave it in. I'm going to show you how to weave in this yellow yarn and finish the rest off behind the camera. So before we do it, remember we put a knot over here to hold the yarn in place. If you would like it, you can remove it and weave it in without the knot, but since mine is not bumpy or bulging out, I'm going to leave it in and I'm going to weave the yarn in. To weave in the yarn, I'm going to take a blunt tip needle and thread in the yarn. So I'm going to take my work, insert my needle through the loops that are here. Make sure your needle does not go through the other side, but rather than just the loops. You can take a lot of loops at one time and go through. Now I'm going to turn my work over and weave it in the other way. This way the yarn would be more secure. When I'm doing the other way, I'm going to grab a different set of loops to weave it in, not the same ones. I'm weaving it in the other side. You can do it a few more times to make it nice and secure, and I'm going to choose different set of loops this time. Now make sure to pull your work so that it is nice and firm. I did weave in 3 times, and now I'm gonna pull in my work so it is nice and straight, and I'm gonna take a scissors and cut it off. So now the yellow is weaved in. I'm gonna go ahead and weave in the remaining yarn behind the camera, and I'll meet you after I'm done with the pencil. I weaved in all the ends, and this is how my bookmark has turned out. If you see, it has a beautiful texture on the front and the back as well. The tip seems to be a little bit blunt. If you need the tip to be more pointed, use a single crochet on the last row of this pencil tip instead of the half double crochet that I used for this pattern. I hope you enjoy watching this video with me. If you'd like to crochet with me, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubts or feedback, feel free to comment. Thank you for watching.